Hi everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today is day 17 of our 30 days of JavaScript challenge. So we have been through all the easy questions till now in the promises, and yesterday we came across one medium level question, and today also we will see a new medium level question which is cache with time limit. Okay, so cache with time limit here, the question itself explains that there will be some data structure that will be storing something, okay, or a cache which stores something, and it will have some time limit, and this time limit will have some consequences like either it can get deleted or it will be expired, something like that. So in now let's move on to the problem description. So here we have a class, okay, and what we have to do, in this class we have the function or the methods which allows us to get and set the key value pairs, okay, and this key value pair however is valid only for some time. After that it will expire. So this has been told here that however a time until expiration is associated with each key, okay. So we have a key and value pair, okay, and some duration will be given to us, okay, duration or timing. It will be in milliseconds, and this duration will tell us till how much time this key value pair exists, okay. So we have been told here that we have three public methods, okay. One is set, the other one is get, and the other one is count, okay. So in set what we have an integer that is key, the value is also an integer, and we have duration in milliseconds, okay. So what we have been told here that once the duration has elapsed, then the key should be inaccessible. Means let's say we have 3500 milliseconds. After that, the key should get deleted or it should become inaccessible if anyone is trying to access it, okay. So and what we have been told here, the method should return true if the same unexpired key already exists, and otherwise false should be returned, okay. So what we have been told here that the method, okay, it should return true if the key already exists, okay, and this key already exists before unexpiration, or the key has not been expired, then it should return true, and if it is already expired, okay, then it should return false. So what we have to do, we will have some value that will get expired after t milliseconds, okay. So in such cases, when we are having some time limit or we need to execute something after time limit, we use set timeout method, right? So here also we will be using set timeout, and since we are having here key and value pairs, right, we can either use object or we can use a map, right? Both are same only, but this map has some different set of methods that are predefined, and we can use it according to our convenience. Object also has some predefined methods, but here we will be going with map, so that I will be able to introduce to you all to a new JavaScript tool also, or a map or a new data structure in JavaScript, okay. So here what we have told, let's move on further in the question, that both value and duration should be overwritten if the key already exists. Now this set, when we are having a set method, okay, so what it means, that we will be adding some values somewhere, right? Let's say we have a map here, okay, and one is the key that is existing from before, and it has value as, let's say, 4, and it has 3500 millisecond as duration. Now this is already existing. Now what we have been told here, that method should return true if the same unexpired key already exists. Means that before we are setting any value, we need to see that key already exists or not, okay. So there is a possibility that we can try to insert the same key, okay. In such condition, when we are inserting the same key, okay, what should happen, we should see that this value already exists or not, and if it is expired or not. If it is not expired, then we need to return the value, or we can we need to return true. Okay, we need to return the true here if the value has not expired, and if it is expired, then what we need to do, we need to basically return false. Okay, so this is what we will do here. And the other thing what we need to do, now let's say we have this old value and we are trying to add a new value using the same key. Okay, now we are trying to add here value as 5 and 4500. Okay, in such condition what we will do, we will what we will do here, we have this, so we don't need to overwrite this one. Okay, the key is already there, we just need to change this value, so we will just overwrite the value and the key will remain the same. Okay, so now we have the idea of what will happen in set. Okay, so now let's see what will happen in get. So here get, we have get here. So in get what we need to check, that if the value exists, okay, if the value or the key, actually if the key that is been asked to get is existing, then we need to return the value of it. Let's say we have the map. Okay, it has 1 as the key and 4 and 3500 as the, this is value, this is time duration. So in get what we have been passed key as 1. Now what we need to do, we need to check here if the value exists, key exists or not, means the key is not expired, right? So what we need to do here, we will return this value. Now we are storing this value and duration as array, so the 0th index will be having the value and the first index will have the duration. So what we will do, we will return the we will get the value and return the 0th index of it, right? So this is what we will do to get the value. And now what we have been left with, we have been left with here count, right? So count, what it will do, it will return the key value pairs in the map or the unexpired values that are left in the map. So this is what we will be doing in the 3 functions. Now before moving on with the question, okay, I will introduce, let's go on and see what is map. Okay, what is map in JavaScript? So this map object in JavaScript, it is used to store key value pairs. Okay, it is a collection of key value pairs and it remembers the original way in which the key is getting inserted. Okay, so this map has some predefined methods. Okay, one is set. Okay, the set, what it will do, it will set the value for the key. Okay, so in the set method where we were setting some value in the, here we were setting some value in the key, right? So for that what we will do, we can use set method here, right? And get method, what it can do, it can return the value for a given key. So in the get method we had to get some value, right, if it had not expired. So in the same way we will use get method to get the value. And has method, so what it does, it checks that if the key is existing in the map or not. Okay, so for that what we will do, we will check that if the map is having, means the key or not. Okay, and in such cases here, like in the set method, we had to check, right, if the key exists or not, and if it exists, then we had to insert the value in that key only, right, the new updated key. So for that we can use has here, right? And if the like duration was getting elapsed, then we had to make the key inaccessible. So in such cases we can use delete, right? We can delete the key value pair, so it will become inaccessible. So delete is used to delete the key value pair from the map. And we have clear here. So clear, what it will do, it will remove all the key value pairs from the map. And we have these 3 methods here. So as the name suggests, keys, it will return all the keys from the map. The values, what it will do, it will return all the values from the map. and the entries, what it will do, it will return all the entries, that is the key value pair to us. Okay, so it will return the key value pairs from the map. Now we have an idea of what is map and what are the what are some methods in map. Okay, so now let's see the question. So let's say in this question we have a class, right? So we can have a constructor also. So in that constructor, what we will do, we will define the map, right? We will be using that map for get method, set method and count method. So we will declare this dot, let's say cache only, right? Because here we have been specifically asked the time term like cache with time limit, so we will go with cache. And what we will do here, we will declare it as a map. Okay, so our map has been declared. Now what we will do, we have a set method, right? So in this set method we are taking three arguments, right? One is key, the other one is value and the other one is duration, right? So each and every of them have specific work, right? Means they have specific value here. So first what we are doing, we have to check if the key exists in the map or not. For that, what we will do, we will let's say we will take a value or the variable called found. Okay, if it is found or not. So what we will do, we will check that this dot, we are using cache here, right? So we will check that this dot cache dot has key. So if it has the key, it will become true, right? The found will become true. Now in such cases, if the key is already there, what we need to do, we need to find it and we need to return some value, right? So we need to return true in such cases. So what we will check here, we will check if found is true. Now let's say we have found the key, right? So what we need to do, first of all, we need to, we already got the found as true. So what we need to do, we need to return true if we have found the key which is not expired, and if it has not expired, so we need to clear the duration, right? So what we will do, we will use clear timeout and we will cancel the set timeout. So clear timeout this dot cache now this key, when we are getting the value, okay, so what it will do, it will return two values, right? Because key had an array of value which had a value and duration, right? And here what we need a duration here, right? So in such cases, here the index of value is 0 and the duration is 1. So what we will do, this get key, right? This will return an array and we need the first index of it. So we will write here for 1. Okay, so here we got the we cleared the time. Okay, and now what we need to do, if the value is not found, or if the time has already expired, or let's say we haven't found the value in time, so in such cases we also need to delete the key, right? So we will create a set timeout function. Okay, so let's name the function variable as timer, and this timer will keep the check if the key is found in time or not. So we will use here set timeout, and in set timeout what we will do, we will delete the key, right? So we will delete the key, this dot cache dot delete key, and this will happen after some duration, right? So we will pass duration here. Now we have the timer. Okay, so this timer, right, this timer that we are having, we need to set it in the this timer, whatever it is, we need to set this value in the key now, means if the value, this key, again we have found a key and we need to add the values to it. So what we will do, we will add this timer in that. So here what we will do, this dot cache dot set, we have a key and value and timer. So now we will understand what is happening here. This timer that I am setting here, okay, so this is a set timeout function, okay. Now this set timeout function that I am passing here, that is in the first index. Now the second value, that 0th is value only, the second value that this key has, it is not a duration, it is basically the set timeout function, okay. So what will happen, if this key is not found in time, this set timeout function will be called and it will get deleted, or the key will be deleted. So this is what we have to do in the set function, okay. Now let's see the get function, okay. So in get function we need to simply what we are supposed to do, we have a key, we just need to return the value of this key. So what we will do, we will first check that if key exists or not. So we will check if this dot cache dot has key. If it has the key, means the key is not expired and it has the key, then what we will do, we will return this dot cache dot get key. And let's say we haven't found the key here, then what we need to do, we will just return -1. Now the third function we had was count, right? So in this what we have to do, we basically need to return the size of the map, or the size of the map containing the keys which have not expired. So what we will return here, we will return this dot cache dot size. So this is our third function. Now we have the basic idea of what we are supposed to do in the question. Let's move on to the code. So whatever little doubts are there, it will be cleared with that. So let's see the code now. Now in this function, or what we can do, we will declare a global map, okay. So we will name it cache, and this is how we will create the map. Now what we will do in the set, what we had to do, we had to like check if the key is present or not. So what we will do, we will check if this dot cache dot has key, then what we need to do, we needed to clear the duration or the timer that we were sending, right, in the value of that cache. So what we will do here, we will clear timeout, this dot cache dot get key. Now we will get the set timeout here, right, because first we saw that we had to give value and duration. Now that duration, as we were passing, instead of that duration we were passing the timer, right. So we had to pass the timer here, so that when we are getting the key, we can just clear the set timeout, or we can stop the execution of set timeout if we have found the key. Now this will happen if the key is found, and if it is not found in such condition, what we need to do, we need to create a timer. We are using set timeout here, and what we have to do here, we need to delete the key, right, with the value. So we will use this dot cache dot delete key. Now this will delete the like key with the values. Okay, so we have duration here. After the given duration of time, it will get deleted. Now this timer we will set it in the map with the value and key. So what we will do, we will do this dot cache dot set key comma, and it will have value and timer, right? And we need to return true, right, if we have found the value. So here we will return this. Let's take this and keep it in a variable. Okay, so where, let's name it found. If found, and we will return here found only, return. If it is found, then it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Now we have get here. So what we have to do, we have to check the same condition if the key is present or not. So we will check this dot cache dot get dot has, right? We have to check if it has the key or not. If it has the key, then we need to get it and return the value. So we will return this dot cache dot get key. Now in the map, with when we were pairing the key and value, right? So in the key, each key had array of values. One value was the value, and the other one was the set timeout, right? So we need to return the value here. So when we get the key, it will return array of values. We need to get the 0th index of it. So we will write here 0. Okay, now we have returned it. In case we have not found the value, then we will return -1. Okay, and this count, what it will do, it will return the size. Okay, so what we will do here, this dot cache dot size, simply we need to return this. Now let's try to run the code. Okay, something is wrong. This dot cache dot. Let's try it like this. Okay, I was supposed to give comma here, right? So we can go back with this, I guess. Let's try now. Let's run it again. So the sample test cases are passed. The error I did was I had given here dot instead of comma, so it was creating an error. Now let's try to submit it. So this code has been accepted. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please let me know in the comments. And in order to continue with me in this coding journey, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you for watching.